I just want everybody to know that the Lord has provided in tremendous ways. It's not just a business, it's about the people that we're gonna come into contact with. It's never gonna be about making money or about having the best drinks even. It's gonna always be about the people that are on the other side of the counter and the people even behind it, getting to know each other and about the relationships that are formed. So my name is Andrew Robinson, and I was born and raised here in Lynchburg, Virginia. In my family, coffee is like everything. At every social gathering, we have coffee. We always have 12 pots of coffee sitting in the kitchen all times a day up till 10 at night. And it's just something that we've always gathered around, and it's brought everybody together. I bought the trailer in mid-December. When I first got it, it smelled like cigarettes, and it smelled pretty bad and just was kind of old and a little tacky. So I had to rip everything out all the way down to the plywood of the floor and the studs in the walls. I had to do a whole electrical system that's able to run espresso machines and coffee pots, put in a plumbing system, build the countertops, really everything from the ground up. It's been about 5 to 6 months of work just trying to open this thing up. Eventually, I want to actually move to a bigger city and open up a cafe that's going to operate in this donation style way all the time. That way I can bring in the population of people there that might not be able to visit the normal cafes in the city, and they might not have that place to go where they need to study or meet people or just relax. I want to be a place where people can come no matter what type of life they live or where they come from or what they can afford. So I want to make a cafe that will operate on a sticky note system, which we're also doing here in the Bouncing Bean, which is where you buy your cup of coffee, and we'll ask you at the end of your transaction if you want to also buy a cup of coffee for the next person or for someone else. And you just buy a little sticky note that's worth to us another cup. It's a really simple system, but it's really safe for me. I can't lose anything because I always have a sticky note to pay for the next cup of coffee. And with the sticky notes, we even let each customer write whatever they want on it. So if they want to write just "Have a great day" or "Jesus loves you" or whatever, they can write it. That's really the focus, and that's what I want people to know about it. Is just a place where they can come and they can always get a drink whether they can afford it or not, and they can just talk to me, talk to whoever's here, and just, you know, be loved. So what really inspired me to do this was I was in high school late in my junior year, and I kind of just had my life set up to become a contractor. I was taking all the shop classes, I was learning how to do things, I was working for people on the side, doing handyman kind of jobs, and it just wasn't enough, and I just was like, what is the purpose of my life? So I spent a lot of time praying, and I was also working at Panera at the time, and I realized that that place was the place where I could best reach people and best talk to people, and I formed so many relationships just working in that place, both with customers and with the coworkers. Through that, I started thinking, why don't I open up my own cafe and do this for the rest of my life? I was just praying for guidance on that, and like remarkably, in Lynchburg, where we don't have a lot of homeless people, God brought into my life homeless people walking, laying, just hanging out in Lynchburg where I've never seen them. And it was just the most crazy thing, and it was such a thing that I knew God was speaking to me through it. So I just started going up and talking to these people and having conversations. And through doing that over and over again, I realized that that was something that I was passionate about, just getting to know them because they have stories to tell. They just need somebody to listen. The goal of the Bouncing Bean is just to use something that I love, which is coffee, and talking to people for a greater purpose, to show them the love of Christ and to hopefully change their lives for the better.